Shall we back? Okay. I did part one. Check that out, or go look at that 7 hour video that I put down in the description bar. But like I said, she wore me out on the first video. Okay. But anyway, well, my first video and her first 10 videos. Okay, child. So where we left off, the lady, she's pregnant. Okay. And her dude has said to her, I don't want my baby mother driving around in a Nissan Rogue. Remember in the first video, I had said that it mattered about what she drove. I ain't got no problems with no Nissan Rogues, and I know them Nissan Rogues ain't got no problems with me. Okay. He drove a Ford Taurus. Now, this is what I feel. I feel she was driving that Nissan Rogue because that was all she could afford. She said it had a lot of miles on it, but it got her to where she needed to be. I believe that she thought that he was driving that Ford Taurus because he was just one of those guys that didn't put money in things that were more so depreciating items. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the type of dude that was real careful and cautious about his money. Remember that. So she had made mention. Oh, no. He said, so let's go out and get you a car. She wanted this thing called a Telluride or Talladega. It's a Hyundai something. Love that car. I wouldn't buy it myself, but I just love that car. I do, because I love the look of it. I love the just the way it's shaped. Everything about that car I love. It's just that once you start buying a certain kind of car, you kind of stick with that car. Y'all know that I've driven BMWs before. Now I'm in a Mercedes. And I'm looking forward to moving on to my next car, which will be a Lexus, right? Because I'm looking for something that can last forever, right? So anyway, the dude takes her on a car shopping spree, right? Child, when I tell you this motherfucker, girl, this girl knows nothing. All right. She's the red flag, like I said, right? So they're at the car dealership. He's on the phone, in front of the sales guy. And being on the phone in front of the sales guy don't mean shiz, because everything you talk about with the sales guy gets totally negated when you go back there to the financial person, right? So he picks out this $90,000 car or $80,000 car and says, yeah, this is going to be a company vehicle. Let me get on the phone to my company and tell my company to wire you over the money. The dude who does the wiring over to the BMW dealer, or was supposed to do the wiring to the BMW dealer, he gone. He left. So we'll be here in the morning to pick up the car. And that shit ain't happen. It didn't happen. No, that's not going to happen. So anyway, the next day, instead of going back to the BMW dealer, he like, nah, let's not get that BMW, because they both were looking at BMWs. He went to the BMW dealer to look for him a car and her a car. She said she fell in love with was it an X5? I'm not sure. It don't matter because she ain't get the shit anyway, right? But then like the next day, when I guess to like get in front of her thoughts of going back to the dealer to get that car, he said, no, let's go to Audi. Let's get some Audis. So they went to the Audis, the same thing, but they walked away with no car, right? So she's so blown now because she's seeing, oh, he playing games, right? You're still with him, you don't have a lot of time and you're pregnant by him, and he's showing you that he full of shit. Now, don't get me wrong, me and my wife, we will say, hey, let's go look at some houses. All right. And it was an enjoyable thing to do when we were looking at houses during COVID. Okay. It was just something to do. It's something enjoyable to do before COVID and after COVID. But if you want to do this as just a date, just something to do. I hate thinking about wasting real estate agents' time, but it was nothing wrong with him saying, hey, let's just look at houses. We're not buying, but let's do it. Hey, let's go look at cars. We're not buying, but let's do it. It's just a whimsical date. You know what I'm saying? Or just something to do. Because me and my mom and my sister used to do that. We used to go out and not pretend, but like look at areas where we would like to buy or cars that we would someday like to have. It's nothing wrong with that. But this dude was literally selling her a dream, and she was more than happy to buy it. All right. And if it wasn't for the fact that I believe that she had some gold digging ways herself, well, not she had some, she was counting in pockets. Like I said, the dude, she saw that letter that said $750,000, that he could get a house for $750,000. He's taken her to look at BMWs, not Nissan Rogues, but he's taking her to BMW. She said she wanted to do a Hyundai Talladega. He said, nah, that ain't good enough. Let's go to BMW. When he pulled this scammany over there at the BMW, he cut her off at the pass so she wouldn't be like, let's go back to the BMW dealer. Let's go to Audi. Okay. So now let's get to the baby part, right? Girl, you didn't had, this is another red flag. What red flag are we on? She is the red flag. All right. But anyway, you got pregnant by this dude, and y'all, I do not believe in the A word. I don't believe in that. Every life is precious. But sometimes in life we make mistakes, and you gotta make choices. For me to be pregnant by a man that has already shown me that he got the flammery with me, and to be pregnant by him is a bit much. But dig this. Bitch, I know you was having this baby or looking forward to having this baby because he told you that he got guap. They said he told you that he worked for some kind of what company was this? Like it's not consignment, a condiment company here in Georgia, and he was like the VP of the condiment company, while he's like throwing her off with all these lies and stuff. She willing, happily willing to grab the lie and run with it. Okay. So she get pregnant. She's pregnant by the dude. She not saying this, but in her fucking mind, she like, I didn't got one, baby. Okay. I didn't came up off of one. I'm driving a Nissan Rogue. He bullsnitting on the cars, but he do got money because I didn't seen that $750,000 letter from Chase Bank, right? Child, supposedly, oh my God, this girl right here, she is so stupid. But let me not say that, okay? She just want to believe in her dream because it wasn't necessarily his dream, it's her dream. So she goes to have a DNC. I don't know because I've never miscarried before, but she went into the hospital to have the thing scraped out because that's, from what I understand, that's what a DNC is. He's supposed to pick her up from the procedure. For some reason, he told her he couldn't. I think it was said that he was getting a promotion and he couldn't be there to drop her off, but I'll get my sister to do it. She was like, no, I don't know her. I'll get my friend to do it. So the friend dropped her off. It was during COVID, so the friend left. It's a lot of things that she's saying about COVID that just don't make sense. So the person couldn't wait in the lobby and she's having a surgery. It just sounds real crazy to me. You want me to believe that your ride would have to come back to get, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know. It sounds crazy. All the COVID bullshit just sounds very crazy. So when the doctor calls the boyfriend Legion and say, hey, she ready to be picked up, they're expecting to speak to Legion, but supposedly it was an assistant on the phone. It was like, okay, this is Legion's assistant. Tell me whatever it is you got to tell me. The caregivers at the facility where she was getting the DNC done said, hell no, we don't know you. Won't you have Mr. Legion to come pick this woman up, okay? He didn't get there till 3 hours later. Okay. She took it. It was okay. All right. We didn't got past that part. I'll be there to pick you up. Like, cause they call, okay, taking it back. The people at the facility, the DNC facility, called the dude 3 times and was like, is you coming to pick your girlfriend up or your baby mama up or your wife to be up? Is you coming to get her? Because we trying to go home. Okay. So anyway, she said it took him 3 hours to get there. He was like, oh, it's traffic. Okay. I mean, it is Georgia. It is Atlanta. I think she was having I don't know where she was having it done, but he said it was a lot of traffic. Child, so now they back on buying the houses. Oh, they got married real quick. They ain't do nothing. They got married, and then she went to work the next day. Red flag number 372 for her. Okay. Notice she had to go back to work. She said because she was screwing up at home. It was her and another girl. She worked for the sheriff's department. Or I don't know, some police department or something. She wasn't the police. She was, I don't know, maybe she picked up the phones. I don't know. Okay, maybe she worked the switchboard boards. I don't know. But she said that working at home wasn't working for her because while she was home, she wasn't on a computer. She was taking naps. You say, what? Girl, these people was paying you to stay woke. So they made her come back to work. Her and this one other lady. How the fuck is you a grown woman and you messing around? These people paying you. She was like, I admit, I was watching Netflix. I wasn't on a computer like I was supposed to be. You say, what? That's telling me your mental capacity right there. It's during COVID. You messing around. It's only 2 of y'all on the entire team. Don't know that when you work from home, you're supposed to work at home. Okay, so anyway, she gone back to work, right? After she didn't had, so now she didn't had the DNC. Now they back looking for houses again. All right. The dudes say, oh, I'm already on 13. The dudes start putting in cash offers. Just put it on a cash offer. But this is the offer. This is the trick he telling all the people he putting the cash offers on. The owners of the houses are like, I will accept the contract as soon as you show that you have the funds. Who in the hell does cash offers except for rich people? In her mind, she like, oh, I saw the letter. Bitch, you saw the letter? Who cares about that letter? Girl, that letter is like 13 years old now. Okay? Anything could happen. His credit could be trash. You hear me? And plus, you know, him, he's super rich. She think he's super rich, all right? Because he tell her that he's super rich, and she believe it because she want to, because she want to spend some of that super rich dude money. She is on board with whatever it is he's selling because she's buying it, all right? Um, so they got away with the, okay, I'll accept the cash offer as soon as you show me the funds. And the dude is like, okay, well, as soon as you accept the offer, I'll show you the funds. Round and round and round you go. So they losing out on opportunities because he's playing these friggin' games. Okay. Then she finally gets with this one lady that's like, okay, this one real estate agent that's like, okay, well, I will be your agent, but you're going to have to show that you have the funds. She said this ninja would not show the funds. She like, I don't understand why he just won't do it. I don't understand why you would not buy, move in with a man who you know is a friggin' liar. Whereas, and I'm not totally on his side because, honey, it's videos out there now where he's trying to correct some of the things she said. He didn't had an interview since then. Okay, so anyway, let me see where I want to be because it's like so much, y'all. It's so much. You want to just pass out because I told you the bitch wore me out. All right, she wearing me out more than he is. But what else? So they come across she comes across this one realtor that's like, girl, she not trying to tell her, but she's telling her, you better do your research first before you buy a house with a man. And pause. Boop 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 boop. She not buying a house with him. She not buying no house with him, girl. They he's buying a house supposedly, and she's just moving in. Okay, but the realtor is like, you probably want to do due diligence in regards to researching what is really going on with you. Okay, and let me say this before I go. Goddamn, 17 minutes. Let me say this before I go. I see you, girl. You're real smooth and you're real slick with these ticky-talky videos, child. They didn't cut her off. They just suspended her account now, right? But you'll keep sometimes repeating the same thing or I guess correcting yourself or whatever it is to stretch these videos out as long as possible. Because sometimes I was listening to some of them videos, I'm like, what is she talking about today? What is she doing? But anyway, child, they went to marriage counseling because she's sick and tired of him because she done found out that he was cheating on her. More to come.